Technology evolves at a rapid pace in the games industry, and each new generation of games brings plenty of new rendering techniques that result in some breathtaking experiences. Ray tracing is undoubtedly one of the hottest things in game tech right now, and for good reason. Games are able to produce markedly better shadows and reflections with ray tracing, and when used correctly, it can elevate the visual presentation to another level. We've already covered some of the best games that feature ray tracing in previous videos, and here are a few more games that belong to this category. GHOSTWIRE Tokyo. GHOSTWIRE Tokyo might not be developer Tango Gameworks' best work to date, but it certainly impresses with its rendition of modern-day Tokyo. Everything from the dark alleys to the weirdly empty roads and neon-lit shops lining the streets feature striking amounts of detail, which is further helped by generous use of ray tracing in the lighting department. Turning it on immediately increases the accuracy and resolution of reflections, and indirect lighting is also simulated more effectively than before, making for an even more immersive experience all around. Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo 7 looks incredible from a graphical standpoint, and Polyphony is able to achieve that feat without using ray tracing in the moment-to-moment gameplay. It's only available during race replays, but turning it on does a really good job of elevating the visual presentation to a higher level. Cars look much better than before thanks to an accurate simulation of how light bounces off shiny coats of car paint, and every vehicle also reflects its own body in a realistic fashion. Using this feature in the Scapes mode is also a great idea, as it allows you to take photorealistic shots of your favorite supercars against some of the most picturesque backdrops across the globe. Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy has been one of the biggest hits of the year, and for good reason. The game does an excellent job of giving players the ultimate fantasy of being a part of the wizarding world, and what a gorgeous world it is, right from the sweeping vistas found in neighboring vistas to the recognizable corridors of the many school buildings and much more. Ray tracing obviously makes these visuals even better by turning the floors and walls a lot more shiny than otherwise, which makes for a more royal aesthetic that feels really fitting for such an adventure. Marvel's Spider-Man PC. Insomniac Games has delivered one of the best games featuring the friendly webhead to date, and the team has brought its A-game to the field when it comes to the visuals. Marvel's Spider-Man looks good on console, but the PC version shines brighter thanks to support for ray tracing in lighting and reflections. And of course, the difference is night and day, with ray tracing allowing for better reflections on surfaces like puddles and glass building walls, among others. It looks even better when you're swinging past these realistic environments at blazing fast speeds, all while you chase the endless horizon. CYBERPUNK 2077. Night City is one of the best realized futuristic dystopias of recent memory, and a good lighting solution is of paramount importance when it comes to rendering such scenes, which have plenty of different reflective surfaces. Using ray tracing might be computationally expensive, but the end result is undoubtedly worth it. And the game looks like nothing else on the market. Those who have a PC with the highest grade of gaming gear can also check out the Overdrive RT mode, which knocks ray tracing up to 11 with a full path tracing for all light sources in the environment. But be prepared for a nasty hit on performance. Atomic Heart. Developer Mundfish has made a strong debut with Atomic Heart, and the game makes good use of Unreal Engine 4, as it puts forth a visually compelling dystopic rendition of alternate history Soviet Union. It fully supports ray tracing, and the game is best experienced with this setting turned on. This immediately results in higher fidelity shadows and pristine-looking environments that are dotted with high-quality reflections throughout. Furthermore, it's all rendered at a surprisingly large scale, which makes it all the more impressive from a technical standpoint. HITMAN 3. HITMAN 3 is hands down one of the best looking games of recent memory, and a lot of that praise can be chalked up to the immaculate use of reflections. Each level is filled with tons of shiny surfaces and mirrors, and ray tracing does a great job of portraying that sense of grandeur in a way that mimics real life. What's more interesting is that the reflections not only look real but also function in a believable manner. For instance, if enemies see Agent 47 doing some suspicious activity through a mirror, they'll instantly get cautious and raise the alarm, which is a really cool little detail to look out for. Dead Space Remake. Dead Space Remake has done a fantastic job of modernizing this survival horror classic while retaining the core tenets of the original experience. It's a visual feast for the eyes, and ray tracing really helps in rendering this dimly lit horrorscape with accurate ambient lighting. Unlike other games in this list, the corridors of USG Ishimura are dominated with rough surfaces, so ray tracing doesn't stand out too much against the bevy of other processing effects on display. That said, the subtle changes achieved through this technique definitely count towards putting a strong visual presentation. FORTNITE. FORTNITE is easily one of the biggest games on the planet, and it's found its way into the very fabric of pop culture for some time now. Epic Games has done a great job of updating the game not only in terms of content but also the tech that drives it. FORTNITE now fully supports ray tracing at the moment, and it instantly makes a ton of difference to the visual aesthetic. Dull reflections are replaced by accurate high-resolution ones, and many surfaces now exude markedly more shine than before. It utilizes the Lumen lighting system of Unreal Engine 5 to great effect, and we're excited to see how it evolves with further content updates. Bright Memory Infinite. Developer Playism's Bright Memory is easily one of the most graphically impressive indie projects of recent memory. The lighting system does a fantastic job with generous use of ray-traced reflections, which makes the environments look drop-dead gorgeous at times. It's definitely hard to notice these minor touches in the heat of the blazing fast gameplay, but take a moment to smell the roses, and you will be genuinely surprised by the beauty of it all. Battlefield 2042. Battlefield 2042 might not be the game EA was hoping it to be, but the latest entry has continued to evolve the franchise from a technical standpoint. Battlefield 5 was one of the earliest adopters of ray tracing, and Battlefield 2042 has improved on that implementation, with better performance alongside better results across the board. It's a beautiful game without a doubt, and it's a shame that the developers didn't put the required effort into the gameplay side of things. Observer System Redux. Much like Cyberpunk 2077 that we discussed before, Observer System Redux is chock full of lights in its many levels, and the lighting plays a crucial role in bringing the presentation to life. It's a game where players have to really pay attention to the surroundings in order to progress, which makes having a strong visual presentation an important part of the experience. Thankfully, Observer System Redux delivers with its use of high-quality reflections and shadows, and even glancing through these environments is enough to appreciate the beauty of it all. Dying Light 2: Stay Human. Dying Light 2: Stay Human is an expansive survival game with tons of things to see and do, and the post-apocalyptic city of Villador can look really pretty at times with abundant use of bright colors like green and blue. And the ray tracing really elevates the quality of any scene with glowing reflections on window panes and plenty of other similarly shiny surfaces. It's also one of the few games on this list where quality ray tracing is available on consoles as well, though that certainly takes a heavy toll on the frame rate side. Deliver Us Mars. Developer Kyoken's latest Deliver Us Mars is a compelling atmospheric adventure that does a wonderful job of portraying this foreign planet in a way that's believable. The lighting over here is fantastic, and everything from the outdoors to the dimly lit corridors of interior facilities looks superb thanks to ray tracing. The game relies a lot on its visuals to convey its themes, and ray tracing really helps the game in achieving those goals. Deathloop. Deathloop might not be on par when it comes to the raw complexity of graphics and poly counts as others on this list, but it more than makes up for it with its art style. The time-looping adventure features plenty of popping colors with striking environments, and ray tracing does a good job of embellishing these areas with reflections that look incredible during nighttime. It certainly takes a big hit on performance, but the end result is absolutely worth it.
And with that, we reached the end of the video. Have anything to say? Let us know in the comments below. Also, we upload new videos every single day on Gaming Bolt, so please consider subscribing as it really helps us out. Thanks for watching.